The icky barfy sounds might be coming from me.
Me too. Let's all icky barf.
I hate that I'm re-recording the audio for this. That's why I'm all like, ugh.
I didn't even know if you wanted to mention it.
That's me on the inside, mad at myself for fucking up my own audio. Anyway, we are here in the amusement park still. We're gonna use that weird ass shoe we got, except we're not going to. This is I pretended like I was being funny here and I was gonna do a wacky item combination, but actually you don't use a combination.
Combine with shoe. Combine the chain with the shoe. Hell yes.
Doesn't actually go that way. I played it off like I was kidding, but it was actually me like forgetting. I thought you did have to do it that way. Whoops.
Can you combine the shoe with the Silent Hill movie and get Silent Hill 2 Revelations 3D?
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Did you figure out this like puzzle when you played this game? Or was this kind of like just kind of a little too strange? It was a little strange for me. I don't remember getting it for a while.
It didn't leap out at me, but you know, this is one of those situations where you can kind of figure out what you need to do based on what's in your inventory, which I find occasionally happens with horror games. I
think what's weird is that this hut was closed earlier and now it's open. Like that's a big clue. It's like, oh, we can use the torque of this stupid machine to open this door.
I think that's exactly what's written in the Brady Guide.
This stupid machine. I think we're rewarded with a stupid cutscene, aren't we? Yeah, we are.
Douglas.
Hooray.
You're late.
Are you hurt?
You're late.
I can't move my right leg.
Claudia broke my leg with her psychic powers or some shit.
She flung me around like a rag doll.
Don't worry. I'm used to it.
I'm used to getting flinged around.
I'm used to being incompetent.
You old fool! Getting yourself hurt like that?
Oh, Heather, even when you're being rude, you're polite.
Why did you have to do that for me?
You seem nice.
What'll I do if you die?
Probably a lot more.
What a weed.
I'm just slowing you down, kid. And ruining your life and getting your real dad
Come
killed.
on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be?
Fucking roasted.
You're gonna piss it off.
Shh, Heather, shh.
Oh, shh.
But anyway.
Who knows? Maybe we'd all be better off if it did.
But if this is how I got him,
Count me in for something happening.
I like things and stuff.
Put me down.
Vagueness.
to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just in.
Yeah, like he's got blood on his head too. It's like he got like chucked around.
You think you're Superman or
But yeah, the wiki thinks that Claudia has psychic powers because his leg is broken. I don't really know. Vincent does mention that like Claudia and Heather have powers of some sort, but it's never expounded upon what that is. I think it's just otherworldly influence
Yeah,
of some sort.
I mean,
Like Heather ain't, telekinetically picking up shit and flinging it around.
cry for you?
at the very least, like, Claudia has the ability to tell monsters what to do.
Boss monsters around.
Yeah, like, hey, Pendulum. Attack him for me. Okay.
You got it, boss. So like Douglas's like son got shot robbing a bank, and Douglas mentioned earlier when he was holding up Claudia at gunpoint that he's shot people before, and because of that, the wiki has guessed that Douglas might have shot his own son because he mentioned that he has shot a gun. But like,
That
Shut up.
situation seems like, in my head, filling in the blanks, it's like him and his son went to like a convenience store, and then his son tried to like shoplift something, and he turned around and like put it down, and draws his gun.
No.
No, Pops, I really want this Take 5.
I want this lollipop, Pops. Don't shoot me over it.
Douglas crying, put it down.
No!
You're making me do this. Don't make me do this. Oh, see?
I'm used to shooting kids.
Is that a candy bar in your back pocket? Where'd you get it from? You acquired that item legally, correct?
Killing me here is the only way to end this nightmare.
Yeah, you might be right.
Bang.
So I'm not gonna do it. Never mind. Just want to prank yous.
You know, Douglas, you can just, like, say that without pointing the gun at her. You can,
true.
like, broach that subject. I feel like that happens a lot where, just for tension, someone points a gun at someone else. But it's like, how many times have guns accidentally gone off? Like,
all the time. That's
all
what they
the
do.
time.
Anyway, this shirt is new, and this is how you get it.
what's going on?
It's in this locker room. Next to Farm Ideas, there's a magazine that has a code in the magazine. If you play on New Game Plus, I guess.
Touch my heart, Farm Ideas.
Farm my heart.
Till my soul.
Well, that's how you get that. It's a little bit of a boring shirt. It's aight.
That's a shirt. This game has lots of shirts.
Most of them are the PC version, or on the PlayStation version. It's a lot of like PlayStation Magazine sort of shirts,
I just
tie-ins,
sure you were still alive.
Yeah.
ads for gaming magazines.
I'd come with you if I wasn't hurt.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the problem with older guys, huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
I'll
Heather.
handle things.
That's the problem with older guys,
Just
always
ask.
breaking their legs and not being able to come with me on dangerous missions. What?
That's the problem with the older guys getting flung around. Why am I doing this accent for her?
Don't die on me, okay?
I asked Nora, like, that's a weird line. What's up with that line? And she said that the Japanese is a little bit more like, I guess you can only do so much when you're old. Or, like, at your age. Like, I don't know, it was, like, a little more polite sounding and not as, like, huh?
I feel like Nora must... She's got to have incredible patience. Because the answer to every single one of your questions is, yeah, it was different in Japanese.
It's different in the Japanese.
This game was translated.
And it's very much up to the translator, and she didn't translate the cutscenes. Jeremy Blaustein did, so that was
Right.
up to him to decide on that kind of funky wording. Whatever.
It's like when Ito got mad at me for asking about the boiler explosion. It occurred to me that he might have blocked me because of that and not making fun of his weird porn.
Oh, I like the porn reason better though.
I do too. And he definitely did see that, so. Because someone ratted me out.
Oh my god!
Yep.
Don't rat out people on Twitter. That's awful.
Well, you remember that his background was just...
He snitched. Someone snitch tagged you and got you blocked by the concept artist of Pyramid Head. That's bullshit.
Yep. My own personal Silent Hill is real life without being able to read Ito tweets without going into an incognito tab. Anyway. Not the most egregious punishment, I guess. Anyway.
So this is Douglas's journal, his work journal. Don't know why it's here, but it is. Ugh.
Look, he got thrown across the map and then his journal flew out of his pocket.
I guess so. And you can read more of it in your inventory. There's a lot of details in there, actually.
Can you give it back to Douglas?
No, that'd be funny. I don't think so. I don't think you ever see him again after that point in the game. I mean, I guess
Not
you
at
could
the
go
ending.
back, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can use it because it's not in.
Oh, I see what
It's
you
not
mean.
in your
Yeah.
It is in your inventory. I don't think you can't use it though.
Interesting.
If you could, I would be like, oh, holy
Gasp.
shit, you can use that? That's crazy.
Wasn't a similar? I think I don't think it was the same journal, but a similar one appeared in Homecoming. It was like some book that was written by Douglas.
Yeah, it was like uncovering the cult or something.
Yeah, it was like some weird Easter egg. That game was just a bunch of failed Easter eggs.
Yeah, just all in a row.
Yeah, kind of like
Mostly to Silent Hill 2, so it's weird that they threw in one from Silent Hill 3.
Yeah, it's always weird where it's like the Silent Hill Revelations 3D at the very end. It's just like, hey, remember all this shit?
Here's cliffhangers for all the potential movies that could be made from this IP.
I wonder how. Is it Christoph Gans who's doing the next one? Did he already confirm that he's doing another?
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder where he's gonna take that. I wonder if it's gonna be an SH2 movie.
I hope he takes it to the Martian travel.
Machen. No, you gotta say it with your throat. Machen.
Martian travel.
Machen. Yeah.
I don't know.
Better. Market improvement.
Martian improvement.
No.
Martian is German for fairy tale. But this looks like one of those little like pretzel dark rides. You know, the ones that you're in like a little buggy and it just kind of winds around in the dark next to some like mildly interesting sets that are in the dark. Maybe they glow. I don't know.
Isn't this like was it at Disney World? It's a small world or
No, it's a boat ride.
it's a boat ride? What one is it?
I mean, there's a couple of different like pretzel dark ride style amusements. Like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was a pretzel dark ride. Snow White's Scary Adventure is kind of like a pretzel dark sort of ride. They're called pretzel because that was like the manufacturer, whoever like invented it or something in like Coney Island or some shit. There's another, we talked about the YouTube channel Defunct Land like last episode. Yeah, last episode when we did the Haunted Mansion stuff.
Great channel.
But they also did an episode on pretzel dark rides and the history of them. So that's where I got all my information from.
I just rewatched his episode on what was it called? Action Park. That's a really good one.
Action Park, New Jersey.
Yeah.
My parents went there in the 70s.
Wow.
Wowee.
Get a shirt that just says, I survived.
They lived. It's a very dangerous park back then.
Very, yeah.
So we have to give these fairy tale ladies their appropriate props, but they're slightly off. I think they just have to look like the silhouette that they're casting in those photos on the ground. But yeah, it's a red shoe instead of a glass slipper because it casts the same shadow, I think. And we don't have an apple for Snow White, so we're going to give her this weird little doll head that kind of is in the shape of an apple. I don't think it's carved out of an apple. It might also be, I've heard theorized that this is more of like you have to do like an Indiana Jones thing where it's like, it's the same weight as that object. I think it's the shadows, though. Whatever.
Yeah, I'd say shadows more than weight.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, now that we did that, one of these doors is unlocked.
Doing that locked your way.
Oh, shit. Why did I do that?
Why did I solve that puzzle? Son of a bitch.
That sucks.
I want puzzles to fuck with you more.
Oh.
Willkommen im der Machen Travel.
Look at him.
Rar.
He's cute.
Rar,
you know, this is the dragon that guards the treasure chest. You know, I'm not scared of it or nothing.
The things I've seen?
Mm-mm.
Heather's like, I got this.
I've seen real bodies 5 minutes ago.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, the dogs are chasing me now.
Oh, there's some pendulums up ahead, so I'm going to replace the audio.
That's...
It really loses its impact when we have to re-record the audio, and you have to pretend you've never heard this before.
I mean,
how disappointing.
I think you still have my original reaction, which you might be able to cut in, but...
Oh, maybe I could. Oh, that's more work, though. I really don't have time.
Here, I'll pretend. Oh, I hate this.
Yeah, there you go. That's basically how it went.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make the original commentary a bonus for Patreon. and it's like, here patrons, here's a subpar shitty sounding version of this, but it's the original reactions we had. In case you really crave that behind the scenes content, baby.
Crave it. I crave it. I need it in my soul, in my bloodstream.
Oh, so these like bad guys are totally worth killing, by the way, because this is a location from Silent Hill 1 when Harry Mason went into this amusement park.
Mm-hmm. Don't run away from it.
Dude, yeah, you'll miss it if you're running away from all these monsters, but he wrote on a save point here. And that's super interesting to retrace a little step of Harry Mason's journey in this.
Harry's got good handwriting.
Oh yeah, he does. I also really like his style of writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's neat, he's supposed to be a writer, and you never get to hear or read any of his writing, so it's nice that Silent Hill 3 kind of like gives you a little bit of like flavor text for Harry that he didn't get to kind of have.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the original commentary I was saying things like, at this point, just about how cool, like, how worthwhile it would be to remaster Silent Hill 1 because of stuff like this.
And
like
redo it in a way that, like, the same way that they did Resident Evil 2 remake.
And upcoming 3. Wow, we
upcoming 3.
Can't wait for that.
It's gonna be cool. But yeah, I'd love it because like they relocalized it too. Like there's less awkward things. Like they don't say Jill Sandwich anymore, I think, or I think they rephrased it so it was a little hokier of a joke or made more sense in that context or whatever. So that would be so cool to get an overhaul. Too bad Silent Hill fans will poop their pants if you change a single fucking pixel of something.
Dude, they can't. Like Silent Hill 1, it's just got so much stuff that you would need to change in order to make it work like
round
today.
Up overhaul, yeah.
Yeah,
I would love it. It would be great.
Yeah,
There's still purists out there that are like, you shouldn't change a single thing. I love that the PlayStation 1 couldn't load audio clips longer than 3 seconds long. I loved it.
I love that the gun is just like 4 polygons long. Or 4 poly count. But no, it's remastering the lines, like redoing the lines is a thing where I think we can get into more of a gray territory of, well, why did you change this? I mean, that's already happened with
happened with this. Yeah, with Silent Hill 3, so whatever.
Yeah.
May as well overhaul the whole fucking thing. Go crazy.
If you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
Fuck it up.
Just destroy it.
Destroy it.
It's kind of what Shattered Memories did. Oh.
Yeah.
Not really fuck it up. I don't know.
Not really.
I feel like that game gets a bad rap.
I mean, don't let Sam Barlow write it. Then that's what you get. You get bad words if you let Sam Barlow write the words. I don't know. He writes like an idiot. I hate that guy. I don't hate that guy. I hate his work.
Right. Important distinction.
He writes like he just took a creative writing 101 class. That's all he's written for 20 years.
You mean that the antagonist and the protagonist are related?
Oh, you mean there's a twist ending where like you aren't the person you think you are? You mean wait, women are only as interesting as their sex lives and how victimized they are? What?
Whoa.
Crazy. Anyway. Sam Barlow had nothing to do with this beautiful game. These horses are alive. We're on a carousel, and we have to beat the shit out of these horses because that note said so. And if we don't do it in time, we fucking die.
Mr. Ed? More like Mr. Dead. Didn't someone say that? Nay. Didn't someone say that they're doing the now whenever they like say they mentioned something on Twitter? Hello, that person. You know what I'm talking about.
Shame on you.
I did it. It's me. I take full responsibility.
Awful. Truly terrible. It doesn't even make sense.
It makes all the sense in the world. Anyway, continue murdering these innocent creatures who are just minding their own damn business.
Also, we're doing carousel shit because I wonder if this is the same carousel. Am I saying carousel right?
I think you're saying carousel, but it's carousel.
Why am I saying? I'm really tired and stressed out today. My goodness.
It's okay.
Also, the horse's breath actually hurts you, so please don't touch it. Don't let them breathe on you. They stanky. If you have mints in your inventory, just throw them at the general direction of these horses.
They will die of mint.
But I wonder if this is the same carousel, there you go, carousel that Harry Mason had to go on and fight Sybil on. Because how many carousels is there going to be in a theme park? Only one, right? They're not going to double up on carousels.
I know, right?
Right? Have you ever been to a theme park that had more than one carousel?
I did, but they were completely different carousels. One was like for children.
Oh,
yeah, it's like teeny tiny. And then there was, oh my God,
oh, right,
I'm talking.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Silent Hill
I want to see his nipples.
They fucked this up. The
Show me your nipples.
Oh God, why? Does that help the carousel run? I don't understand. Oh, I love it. Love this job.
This carousel is one pyramid head power.
Silent Hill Revelations 3D.
We still need to do a riff of that.
There's something about that movie that feels like somebody played Silent Hill 3, described it to the screenwriter, and then the director said, "We got to change some stuff." No, I've never played the game. Like, it just felt like it was like a game of telephone about like what actually happened in Silent Hill 3. And the important set pieces, like, all got mistranslated in the end. Like, it was just it just feels like it was all third or fourth hand information they were working with when they made the movie. It was really crazy to me.
One of the most fascinating aspects of Silent Hill, like, media in general, is that you have the games, right? You've got Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3. And then you've got the movie, the Silent Hill movie, which is, like, a reimagination of Silent Hill 1. But with like a bunch of extra shit, what's the word? Movieized, dramatic, adapted for film. But then you've got Homecoming, which readapts that movie kind of in a lot of ways, especially aesthetically, to be a game again. But then you've got Silent Hill Revelations 3D, which kind of reinterprets the lore from the game to fit into the fucked up lore. You can write several videos about it. Anyway, it hurts my brain, but it's very funny. It's endlessly funny.
Yep.
Pop-Tart scare.
Pop-Tart scare. Anyway, this is memory of Alessa, and we got to fight her.
Knife. You need this? You drop this.
You're supposed to hand it the other way around. It's not safe. I love how this arena changed aesthetically to look like the inside of either, I don't know, could be Dahlia's house, which we've never been to at this point, but I think it's supposed to be reminiscent of Green Lion Antiques, which is a place you go to in Silent Hill 1 that is similarly, got, these ornate oriental rugs, it's got, shit covered up in tarps, and then it's got this, fire sacrifice in the center of it.
Fire sacrifice?
Oh, you know how you do sacrifices with fire.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always heard that
when you ritually sacrifice people, as you do, are you pro or anti-fire in your rituals that you personally do? Because I feel like it doesn't really have the oomph if you don't have any fire. Like, what do? You just talk to the person that you're killing? You don't kill them, or
well, you can talk to them while you set them on fire.
No, I mean, like, if you're not using fire, how do you do a ritual, like, in this sort of, and have it have the same kind of oomph and impact?
I know. An explosion of a boiler.
I don't know.
See, you're doing it now.
Nah, just because I don't even know. Like, I'm just like, I had to explain the boiler theory and why it's silly for the 87th time today in the comments of some other video of this, and it's like, we just need to make a great debate video about, like, here's the facts and here's the other not facts, and this is why one makes more sense than the other. Sorry. Right. She was burned on purpose.
Overwhelming evidence in support of that, but yeah, I think that it's good to have like something that you can just point to and a bunch of other people can point to and just be like, look,
This is why I
I'm
believe
tired
this
of
thing.
explaining this. This is why.
Here's all the citations. I really don't feel like Googling the Officer Gucci note again, for fuck's sake. Not feeling it. Not feeling it.
Good. Yeah, I feel like a lot of aspects of Silent Hill kind of need something like that. But then I think a lot of aspects of Silent Hill need the opposite of that, where it's like, okay, we need some room for interpretation. We need to sort of remind people that, no, some of this stuff is vague for a reason. Like, we don't know, like, certain things about the series.
But it's like the fact that Alessa was purposefully set on fire in a ritual has been established in many words, many times by the original developers.
Right.
And also the Western developers, too, are totally on board with the idea. So it's just like, I don't understand why it's even controversial. Why are you minimizing how evil Dahlia is what I'm getting at here. Dahlia fucking sucks. She did a bad thing.
Right, yeah.
She does not love her daughter. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and part of me is like, I wonder if a lot of people are just like clinging on to this idea because this was popularized a while back when Silent Hill was like still like fresh and still games were still coming out, and then to be notified that no, this is not how things. They kind of feel like it's an assault to their nerd cred or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it.
I don't know.
It's frustrating.
I mean, people could say that about us and our stubbornness with it.
I mean, yeah.
But doesn't make them any more correct.
There's evidence backing up our stubbornness, though. Anyway. So yeah, you're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, I know. I mean, as usual, whatever. But yeah, like it being like a gosh honest accident that Alessa was set on fire. It's just like, it does a disservice to a lot of different things and a lot of different symbolism things in the game. Like, why is there so many corpses on fire? Because of a whoopsie daisy? What doesn't it make more impact if it was like, no, this was on purpose. She was purposefully burned up as a ritual freaking sacrifice. Like,
also, does it make any fucking sense in Silent Hill 1 where you have the cutscene where Dahlia like has a revelation and she's like, oh, of course, I don't have to wait. I could just do this now. And then you remember at the end of that, it's like, mommy, and like, mommy? And it's like, what did people think that is going on there? Like, oh, I've got a great idea. Let's accidentally explode the boiler?
Like, I've got a great idea. I could have done a non-lethal ritual to my daughter that didn't involve fire. Like, it's not ominous anymore if it had a non-lethal intention. Also, Dahlia doesn't seem at all upset that her daughter is fucked up and dead. And like, she doesn't care. She uses her daughter as a tool. She doesn't care about her safety or health or not like burning her to smithereens. Like,
a very large part of Dahlia's character is that she is a mother who is only interested in her daughter as a tool to achieve.
And
like,
hell,
a goal.
The moral point, if you will, of Silent Hill 1 is that like biological parents, that doesn't mean anything. What matters is how good of a person you are to your child. It doesn't matter if they're adopted or biological or whatever. Like, Harry Mason was a better, kinder mother figure to Cheryl than Dahlia ever was to her biological child, Alessa. That is one of the points about parenting and love. And it's like to lessen what Dahlia purposefully did by saying that the violent part of it, the fire, was an accident. Makes no fucking sense to me, not just narratively, but like emotionally.
Right.
What is that? Come on. I'm sorry I'm mad. I'm really punchy because I'm tired, but...
No. I think everyone's tired of
me talking about this. God.
No, it's a constant thing. And I think that people don't understand, or are starting to understand by our constant like reminder of this, is that so many people in this fandom seem to take that boiler theory at face value. And they're just like, yes, I agree with this. And it's like... It really speaks to how many people who play these games are just playing them from a surface level. They're not doing any like further.
Yeah.
They're not looking at the subtext.
And when they don't understand something, they go to YouTube and look it up.
Exactly.
And who do they get? The people that had like a really solid agenda for convincing people of their theories that they thought were right.
Right.
And and that's why we're mad about it and want to reconvince you back to the side of, sanity. I don't I'm being very hyperbolic, I know, but it's goofy.
It's also one thing if you came to that conclusion on your own that the boiler exploded, okay. But if you watched a YouTube video and you didn't play the games and then you just had this theory sort of thrust upon you, that's just, please, maybe watch a long play of the game or play it yourself and look at this evidence, play the game, realize the themes that are going on, the moral of the story.
Yeah.
And then just,
what makes more sense to you?
Right. It's just frustrating.
And if it's the boiler thing, okay.
It's at the end of the day, we don't know for certain. So it's just kind of, there are a bunch of highlighted, red arrows with very bright bulbs on them pointing at one of the answers. Mm-hmm. And the developers, every single developer who ever worked on a Silent Hill game, pointing at a door, being like, this is the answer right in here.
And the door has a big label on it saying fire sacrifice room.
And the other door is just some shitty YouTuber being like, but bro.
And that door is just labeled boring boiler room.
The boiler room. Anyway. Oh, Lord.
Malfunctioning boiler room. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Sometimes he blows up boilers by accident to prevent himself from being born. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But anyway, all that shit's done. We went really, really deep. Now we're going to be ending up in a church to confront Claudia next episode. Look forward to it.
All I know is that if we do a Great Debate episode on the boiler room, I am going to put the Mythbusters boiler episode on it. Where have you seen it?
No.
It's incredible.
How much does it explode? Does it take out an entire city block? Oh my
God, it's incredible. I am so excited for you to see it. You should watch it ASAP.
Does it do more explosions or less explosions than you'd think?
You have to really fuck with a boiler in order to get it to explode. But once you do, man, that shit takes off.
Cool.
Quite literally part of your house. Anyways. I like this part.
But does the house then catch on fire?
No, actually.
Wow, the explosion puts out the fire. Cool. Good to know. Just in case anybody was writing down physics equations about how the boiler could totally fuck up a house and set it on fire. Anyway, when you go here, that note says when 13 turns count 4, some battle happens. So we have to wait 52 rotations to see what happens if you run out of time before you injure these horses enough so that they stop moving. It takes 11 whole minutes. I don't know who would be stumped enough to wait 11 minutes actually naturally see this death, or just get frustrated and shut off the console and come back to it later or something.
Oh, does this continue through pause? I assume not.
No, it pauses and pause.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Sometimes when you pause, it continues.
Because the it's physically moving around, so I think it's counting the rotations.
Sure. Yeah.
In some way, I don't know. I'd be interested in the actual how does it actually decide when you how does it decide when you die? Is it in-game time, or is it actual physical location of a certain point on the carousel passing another point and counting as a rotation? Or I don't know how it works. I don't know if anyone knows how it works.
Anyway, goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, not goodbye. Come back, friends, because we've got a Silent Hill news update. Oh, a correction. I'm being told right now in my earpiece that this mini podcast was far too long to throw into this episode. It's 40 minutes long, so it's its own video. Click it on the right side there. Go get it. This is VoidBurger. There's the thing to click.